Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome. I'm Stefan. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Saturday. I had to double check it wasn't Friday. I hope everybody's having a great day. So we're gonna do an all signs today. Well, I always say that. That's the intention. Um, okay. And we'll take some phone readings. I'd love to get some people on the phone today. Um, we got a ton of chat questions yesterday. So yeah, let's get started. I think we're gonna start with like here. I think we're gonna start with let's start with Earth signs. Okay, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We'll start with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising placements. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Hey Montaigne, great to see you again. How are you? So we're gonna start with some. We're gonna start with Earth signs, and then I'm happy to pull some cards for you. Yeah, great to see you. And again, like always, you now that you know me and I know you, my readings are always free. If you'd like to donate, I'll always prioritize doing your reading or anyone else's, just as a way of saying thank you. So, but it's great to see you. How's your day going? Hey, Michael, great to see you. What deck do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this deck. That's great to hear. Sometimes we don't even need to pull tarot when things are just PG. Hey, Namira. Great to see you. Okay. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And sorry, everybody, that I decided not to do a second stream last night. I was feeling pretty fried. So, okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Namira, how's your day going? Or your evening? I always forget you're 5 hours ahead. I just right before we streamed, I just did a private reading with our friend Zay, Namira. Oh boy, can't wait. I'm just so grateful. Debbie sent me some decks, and you're sending me a deck. It's been amazing. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I am gonna try a new deck today, guys. I got this as a gift from Debbie, Tattoo Tarot. So I think I am gonna bust it out today. Um, the last 2 days, it's my first time trying to channel with non-Rider-Waite decks. So be patient with me. Okay, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see who's in your energy. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising placements. Who's in your energy? Michael, how are you doing, man? How's your weekend going? It's the energy of Okay. What's your person's energy? Capricorn. Ooh, okay. What's the bridge? Capricorn, your energy in the present is the Five of Cups. Um, that that's an energy of feeling like a sense of loss, regret. In some cases, bereavement. Not so much here. Sorry to hear that, Michael. What's going on, my friend? Talk to us here. Maybe we can try and help. Um, and guys, with the Five of Cups, to me, this is a card where a lot of times I think it's really kind of our perspective. I mean, this isn't total. The Five of Cups is not an energy of just like complete hopelessness. A lot of times, we're perceiving things to be worse than they are. And in the traditional deck, the Five of Cups, there's two full cups right behind the person who's grieving the three cups that are spilled. And I know that's kind of analogous with um, like the glass is half full or half empty. But to me, what it really always means more so is that it's not just about perspective. It's an indication that there's actually some really positive things, maybe even people, let's say in this context, already in your energy that you're not either aware of or noticing. Um, it's not something like be patient, something in the future's coming. It's these cups are already there. The two full cups, they're behind you. Your person is in really the opposite energy, Ten of Pentacles. It's kind of unfortunate. I feel like they're in a really good place and you're not. Um, and the bridge between you two is the Magician. If you guys can see that. I'm trying to find the sweet spot in the camera so it autofocuses. By the way, how cool is this Magician card? I'm using the Ancient Italian Tarot right now. So it's pretty clear that you're trying to manifest something with this person back into existence. Hey, Ultra Ego, how are you, man? Great to see you. Oh, I'm doing great today. Doing really good. Please forgive me. I forgot your name. That way I don't have to call you Ultra Ego Wisdom. I checked out your YouTube channel, by the way. Um, what's the person in Capricorn's energy? What's their current? How are they viewing this relationship currently? I know you're an Aries, Michael. I asked why you're not feeling great. How are they viewing this relationship? That's really strange. They're viewing the relationship as the sun. Like, hopeful, positive. Did this person do something wrong to you? That's kind of what it feels like. What are their true feelings? Hmm. There might have been a third party situation here. That's actually what I'm thinking. They have really strong feelings for you, but I think there's someone else that they can't really get out of the way here. What are their intent? What are their true intentions? Ugh, their true intentions are the Five of Swords. This person's really confusing. I'm actually getting an energy of them maybe looking to cut out this other person, but not in a non healthy way, kind of in a toxic way. What's the advice here for Capricorn? Linda, great to see you again. I got your email, by the way. Hope you're doing wonderful. I spent way too much time last night thinking about your card, your spread. Is it Bever? Bever? I don't think it's Beaver. Bever, nice to meet you. So great to meet you. I think you're new here. I'm Stefan. Thanks for finding the channel. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. We're just doing Capricorn general, sun, moon, rising. Where are you chatting with us from? Usama. Did I say that correctly? Usama? Michael, you're trying to get a place of your own and you're on disability. Yeah. Hey, Zay. They sure did. I figured you'd energetically pick up that I was doing Capricorn because this certainly speaks to your situation. Michael, hold that thought, man. Let me finish this reading because I have some thoughts on that for you. Oh, Canada, love it. I love Canada. One of my best friends lives there. I'm in New York, by the way, for anybody new. I've been to most of the provinces in Canada on the east coast. I'm on Capricorn, Montaigne. What's the advice for Capricorn? Zay, just to debrief you, well, you can go back and rewatch it. The advice is to go after what you want and be happy with this person. Go after it. Go after it if it's really what you want. I love you, Montaigne. I'm not sure how long. This is in a doctor's office. But again, if you'd like to leave a donation, I'd be happy to pull cards for you right now. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of see how it goes. But I'm happy to get to you. We're in Canada, Bever. Thank you for the messages, Spirit. That's good, Usama. I like that. I hope I'm saying your name right. Usama? Where's that from? Is that... You said you're Asian background. I know I'm probably going to look like a rube and get this wrong. Is that like Thai? Like, is it Thai? Or like Laos, Cambodian area? Michael, listen, listen, I'm a professional putting way too much on my plate. Dude, take it one step at a time. Can I be straight with you, Michael? Get yourself right, and then love follows, okay? Because you want to be able to offer some stability to whoever enters your life, okay? It doesn't mean that love isn't in the cards for you, but maybe that's spirit trying to give you like a little nudge. Focus on one thing at a time. A better vehicle. If your car runs, be grateful for that, okay? It sounds like if I had to tell you what the order of operations here, focus on one thing at a time. Get yourself stable, okay? Like the car, that's a material thing, and I'm gonna share something with you guys. I know Zay knows this about me already. Namiromite. I mean, before I did tarot, I was in like a sales tech industry. I made a ton of money. I made over six figures. I lived by myself with my 12-year-old daughter. I was so unhappy. I had three cars in November, three cars, and I can only drive one at a time. Um, and when I left that to do this for free, because I felt like this was my calling and what I really needed to be doing to try to help people in a meaningful way, it really changed my perspective um, on the material and what's really important. So be happy for what you have. Someone who really likes, if your car runs, great. If you're in a position where you can afford it, but having a nice car is not the most important thing in the world. Trust me. Okay. I'm now down to one car and much happier. Um, and usually love finds us when we're not looking for it. That's also my personal experience. So how do I make money? Well, right now just with tarot. Um, but I did pretty good for with my previous job. So I'm gonna keep doing this till I keep the lights on. But it is funny you asked that, Bever, because when I told all my friends that I was doing this, that was the first thing they asked me. And what my response was? It was, I didn't even really consider that aspect. Sometimes I think when you do something you really care about, like with good intention, it doesn't always have to be about money, and if it's really meant for you and you put everything you have into it and you come from the right place, I think, stability, money, abundance, it follows. So, but a fair question, my friend. I've never been to Vancouver. I'm dying to go. Michael, you could always get a motorcycle. They're pretty fun. But Bever, it's not lost on me that a lot of people are um, not in that position. Um, whether we want to take part in the machine or not, we do have to survive. We do have to make money. Um, but yeah, I just felt really guided to do this. And it's kind of hard to explain. So I've only been, this is my second month with the channel. I think I started February 1st. So, okay. Montaigne, you still with us, my friend? I'd be happy to pull a card for you. And then I'd be happy to pull a card for you, Bever. Guys, thanks so much for everybody tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe if you're new. My readings are always free. We do free phone readings too. I'd love to have you on, Bever, if you'd like a free phone reading. And guys, please feel free to donate to the channel. It really means a lot. And if you would like to donate, I will always move you to the front of the line and prioritize doing your reading first, just as a thank you. So there's a couple ways to donate at the bottom of the screen, and there's links in my video description. And if you'd like to come on for a free phone reading, just shoot me a message on my Instagram and I can call you right through the app. So, and I should actually get Instagram up for when we get a message. Okay. You're welcome, Michael. Listen, I know that you're getting to know me a little bit better. I always just really try to, I love tarot. It's changed my life. It's brought me so much, such clearer idea of who I truly am and what's important to me and what I hold as personal convictions about myself. But I always try to give advice to people grounded in reality, because it's real life. Tarot's only so helpful. At the end of the day, it's the choices that we make or don't make. Um, you know, so Montaigne, are you still with us? If not, Bever, I'd be happy to pull some questions for you. Bever, you said that's a lot of faith. I wouldn't call it that. More just like an inner knowing. Okay, Bever, what's your question? And guys, I do the chat questions. I try to keep short. Some of them I don't feel I might not be able to answer because they might not be questions that I feel like are ethical for chat. But I can always get a lot more information through the phone readings. So yeah, Bever, if you have Instagram and you want to come on the show, I'd love to have you on right now. Oh, Indian name, Usama. Okay. Usama, I love you. I am not gonna pull cards on that. And Zane knew I was gonna say that. It depends what you say. Stop trying to control the outcome of things, dude. I could tell you that it's gonna go great, and then you could show up and say something like really horrible to her, and then it's again, we have free will. It's about the choices and the things that we say. Okay, Bever, I'd be happy to pull cards on that. Usama, sometimes you just have to detach and trust yourself. All right? I sure do, Bever. And I'd be happy to pull cards on it. Oh, I think we have a request here too. Hi, Monty. I do see if you're watching, I do see that you messaged me. We're going to pull some cards for Bever, then we're going to get you on. Oh, that's you. I can call you Montaigne. We're going to pull a quick card for Bever, and then I'll give you a call through the Instagram app. Bever, excuse me, Montaigne, I can call you after, okay? Hopefully you heard what I said. Okay, Bever, let's pull some cards for you. No, I see that. I can call you after we do the reading, okay, with Bever, all right? We're just gonna pull a couple quick cards for her, and then I'll call you through the app, okay? Just do me a favor, be in a place with good service, and don't put it on speaker, so everybody can hear you clearly when we call. But yeah, just hang tight. Bever, my new friend from Vancouver, pick a deck 1 through 6. Usama, we know that she's not going to shut you down, man. And what kind of conversation do you want to have with her? I told you to reach out to me offline. I can help you, okay? I'd like to see this go well for you. Good choice, Bever. I like it. Okay. Spirit, let's see how Reds is feeling about the connection currently with Bever in Vancouver. And guys, please donate to the channel. It really means a lot to me. It's really what keeps the show going. Whether it's a little or a lot, it's really appreciated always. And again, I'll always prioritize your reading if you're kind enough to donate. Okay, Bever, let's see what we got here. Hey Zay, are you still with us? Just let me know when you got to split. Just for moderator purposes. Okay. Bever in Vancouver. Bever, anything you can share with me about the connection in like a sentence or two is always helpful. I just always try to give you the most accurate, helpful advice I can. And that way we can try to make the cards fit where they need to. So, um, anything you can share about what's going on dynamic wise, what the connection is. Um, always, always, always easier for me to interpret the cards the more you tell me. So, how is Red's viewing the connection with Bever currently, Spirit? Okay. How is he viewing the connection right now? Hmm. What are his What are his true feelings about Bever? Hmm. Okay. So Bever, I just have to tell you what I see. Of course, I wouldn't be doing anyone a service if I was just here to placate everybody. Um, and I of course have a lot of questions. I get very sucked into these. This is how he's viewing the connection with you. Not healthy. He views it as kind of, I mean, it's the devil. If I have to give you some keywords, I mean it's about like toxic, like codependent, unhealthy. It could just be a sex based. You could be looking at it as just like a sexual based connection. Um, but not. He's viewing it not healthy. When I asked what his true feelings were, I got the Six of Pentacles. So again, take what applies here, and then I'll try to give you some helpful advice because I'm um I have a PhD in having bad relationships in the past for most of my life. Some points of this card are it can represent a balanced relationship. However, it can also represent him viewing the connection like he had to give you too much, like it was unbalanced, like either this is him and that's you, or vice versa. Um, I don't know what transpired between the two of you, but situationships suck, and they tend to happen when we're really unclear with people at the beginning or at any point about what we're looking for, okay? So you need to kind of set the intention and be open and honest in any capacity what you're looking for. And I don't know what happened, if something like happened between you two, or it's just truly kind of like a hookup on again off again where you have stronger feelings. But one, this guy, it's not lost on him, I think, in his mind, and I'm not passing any judgments on you ever. Just because somebody feels like it's toxic, that's their own perception. It could be him and not you. And he might just, again, I'm just speculating. He could be a bad person, hypothetically. But why don't you just reach out to him? If you have feelings for him, why don't you just reach out to him and speak your mind? But I'll pull another card to see the advice. But if this is somebody, and only you know, who's non-committal, why would you want to put yourself through that? Somebody who's gonna like make you an option. Nobody deserves that. And guys, I always listen, I am so far from perfect. I wasn't equipped to give anybody advice like 8 months ago. It's just, it's just so unlikely when I pull. I always joke, like, if I'm pulling general messages for every sign, like Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, every element sign, it's just so not plausible that it's always going to be just the other person's fault and not ours. We all know that. But it starts with understanding what you're looking for in someone. And again, I'm just telling you what works, what helped me get a better idea of what I wanted in a relationship, which ultimately helped me break out of dating the same types of broken, toxic fucking people who would lie to me and I would allow back in my life. If you're looking for a relationship and you have strong feelings, be open and honest with him about that, and be okay with what happens. Because when we just allow bad relationships to go, yeah, I know, I was too for a long time. And you know what? How we feel about ourselves is a reflection of what we attract in others. If we feel like we don't need to be respected and like somebody can come in and out of our lives and we give them permission to do that, that's what's going to happen. I had some really codependent, like anxious attachment styles with people that really there's no future with. So if only you know if it's going to be healthy to start a new cycle with this guy and keep repeating the same cycle. But protect your energy, because sometimes it took me I'm 36, Bever. It took me forever to learn the lessons. I had to go through so much pain and like betrayal and trauma over and over and over and over and over again before spirit literally fucking shook me awake. So let's see what the advice is. Okay. Pretty strong advice, Bever. Decide what you want, and if it's him, I mean, Bever, this is how he's viewing the connection. That's your answer. I don't know what the dynamic was, but it doesn't feel balanced. I didn't get a single cup. Yeah. So that's actually the advice. Go forward confidently and talk to him. Don't make it a game. But again, he has to be also, you can't fucking fix people. Excuse my language. And I appreciate that you're saying that. That shows a lot of growth. I listen, everybody who's here is always here for a reason. And I really believe you guys all mirror me and a lot of the shit I went through, just on a different timeline. You could do all the work on yourself that you possibly can, but if he's not doing anything, it doesn't matter. So it has to be mutual, and you have to be clear about what you're looking for and have boundaries when they don't offer that to you. Remember, and I know it's tough, but you're not going to find the right person until you start adapting that mindset and knowing when to cut people off who don't treat you well. And I don't know your situation, but this is the advice, the Chariot. Going towards this person confidently, speaking your truth, telling them how you feel, not hoping that he gets bored with whoever else he's dealing with and comes back to you. Don't be an option. Like, having integrity and respect and boundaries is sexy. And when you have them with somebody who's not used to getting, who are dealing with people who have boundaries, it really throws them for a loop, dude. I'm telling you. when someone is always used to getting yeses and they're not used to hearing no, damn does it shake them up. That's how you make someone else heal. So I hope that was helpful. And again, I can only give you advice on what I've been through. Okay? It took me so long I'm in my first healthy relationship ever with the right person, finally. And it's because I identified the type of people I kept attracting. And it's because I always wanted to fix people. I was attracted to like broken, like avoidant women with trauma who I felt like I had to fix. And I also had no boundaries. I didn't know what the value of saying no to somebody was to protect myself. So I hope that helps. You're so welcome. Listen, I'm always here to help you. I know it's easier. It took me so long to heal from the last person that I dated. But I recognized that I had some codependent issues, and I just worked on being by myself for 7 months. Like forgiving myself, forgiving other people who've hurt me, and realizing the value of being happy on my own. So when the right person comes in, I don't fuck up the relationship with codependent tendencies. And I have to work every day at it, you know? Even the perfect person for you, if we bring baggage from old bad relationships in, they cannot work out. So when you know that you only need yourself to be happy, damn, does that attract the right person. Let me pull one more on this guy. Okay, sorry, I'm obsessed. Because I don't know if I need to see what's this guy's overall energy, spirit. Because I'm really just trying to protect you. I can't tell if he's self-aware in a positive way about the connection dynamic, or if he's just a shitty person and he's trying to blame you for something. What's his overall energy, spirit? Is this like a good guy? This guy's a hard worker. Hey, Christy. Okay, you know what, Bever? I don't hate this guy's energy, okay? I'm actually getting more of a self-awareness on his end about the dynamic, which is kind of refreshing. So just before you rush into him, speak thoughtful and clear. Take some time, write your thoughts down tonight about what you want to say, what you're looking for, acknowledging maybe some of the things that aren't healthy, but like letting him know that you have real feelings for him and you believe in the connection. This guy's in good energy, okay? But if you're codependent, a relationship's not going to work, okay? It's going to be toxic as fuck. So, Christy, how are you? All right, let's get Montaigne on. Okay. Christy, I owe you a private reading. I did one with Zay before we streamed tonight. It was fun. Just because you're doing the Ten of Wands heavy lifting on this channel. You're my security. All right, Montaigne, let's get you on. And Beaver, much love. I only and will ever only try to genuinely help. You know, that's always my intention. That's why I do this show for free. So, guys, hey Lois, great to see you.
Hello.
Montaigne, hello there.
Hi, I got off alive. I'm ready.
Okay, it's so great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Please remind me where you're
can
chatting with
anybody
us
hear
from.
me?
Please remind me where you're chatting with us from.
Question. Nobody can hear me, can they?
Everybody can hear you. That's why you're on the live
Okay.
show.
Oh, okay. I'm calling from Vancouver Island, BC,
Okay.
Canada.
Wow, we have two people from Vancouver. That's crazy.
Well, Vancouver Island.
Ah, I mean, damn if it's not close enough. So,
I could catch a ferry to get there.
oh, love it. I bet Vancouver Island's beautiful. Ugh, sounds so nice. Well, it's great to have you. And just remember, nobody here really knows you. You know, I started the show so we could all kind of speak our uncomfortable truths because that's really how we get better and heal and try to be the best versions of ourselves. So I'm so happy to have you on.
I just want to mention that I'm a trans woman.
Okay.
Today.
Absolutely. Well, everybody's welcome here.
Okay, well, I just really want a general reading.
Sure. Okay. Montana, you in a relationship?
Like I said, I'm not in a relationship right now.
Okay. Sorry, sometimes I'm on a 5-year tape delay, so let's pull some cards for you. It's so great to have you on, though. So honored. Montaigne, follow your heart.
That means a lot.
Pick a deck, 1 through 6. Follow your heart.
4.
Okay,
4
I love it. I love it.
My lucky number.
All right. Vancouver Island's very lucky to have you. Debbie, hello. It's so great to have you back on. Debbie, we used your tattoo tarot deck for Zay's private reading. It's so nice to have you on, Debbie. Okay, Montaigne. Let's see what the universe wants you to know.
Okay.
Let's see. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I work in a bakery department at a superstore.
I think I could probably live off bread, just fistfuls of bread.
I'm a bread slicer, but I'm going to be finding a different job to work part-time at and work part-time at Superstore, I'm thinking.
Okay.
But I just want like a general.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just, you're new. I love getting to know everybody who's kind enough to want to come back to my show and stare at me.
If you've got personal questions for me, I can talk to you on a call, like when you're not doing reading.
Well, I am a triple water sign, Montaigne, so I'm here to push you a little bit. Of course, I want you to feel safe, but
I usually like to get to know people when I'm not like doing reading.
I understand. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to make you feel uncomfortable ever, but I am here to try to help if I can. So, not give you shallow advice.
Well, thank you.
All right. Spirit, what does my lovely friend Montaigne need to know right now about what's coming towards her? Debbie, I hope you got my email earlier. I love the decks you bought me. Love them so much. Okay, Spirit. Montaigne. Love your name, by the way, Montaigne.
Thank you.
Okay. Wow.
Did you expect my voice to sound like this?
I didn't even cross my mind. I didn't make any assumptions.
Oh, and just so you know, I have alopecia areata.
Okay.
So the hair that you see me wearing in my picture, it's just a wig.
No problem. Well, that changes everything in the tarot spread. Just kidding.
Hey, mister.
Okay. Oof. All right. What the heck is going on here?
Oh,
Um,
is
give,
everything okay?
everything's great. Um, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm seeing. Okay. What is going on with this? Okay. Um, oh my gosh. Montaigne, what did you say your sign was?
I'm a Leo.
Okay. So, wow. Okay. So just remember, Montaigne, I'm not a psychic. I do frequently have dreams that come true, which is a conversation for
Okay.
another day. But um, my goal is to, if I'm unsure about something, I'll ask you. That way I can interpret the cards and give you like the most accurate advice of what I'm seeing. Did you
Okay.
get out of a relationship recently? That's my first question.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you get out of a relationship recently?
A while ago, a couple
Okay,
years ago, but
that's good to know.
there was a guy that I had feelings for recently, and he was really cold towards me.
Interesting. So this is so on that note, it's so clear to me that you have a new connection coming in. It is so clear.
Wait, what? Explain.
So the first card that came out, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing past energy.
Yeah, well, there was this guy from my past energy. He's my dad's roommate. He was being really friendly with me recently when we stopped being friends. And I said to him, drop the friendly act. And then he went to his room. I'm
okay,
like,
well, I
don't
can't
mess
imagine
with
this is
mine.
him then. So let me tell you what I'm seeing. The first card out was, and by the way, I know you said you're just listening. You can always go back and rewatch if you want to see the cards, but I'll try to tell you the cards I'm seeing. So the first card out was the Two of Cups. Very interesting.
Maybe this is coming energy incoming.
That's what it certainly feels like. It was clarified
And you
by,
know what's funny? What's your name, if I may ask you?
of course, you may ask. My name's Stefan. I'm sorry I was rude and you
If
didn't
you
know that.
want, you can call me Monty for short, but call me Montaigne when you're doing the readings.
Whatever you prefer.
Okay, well, nice to meet you.
Okay. So the Two of Cups was clarified by the King of Swords. So this feels, again, I always am very careful about telling someone what sign I think it is because we can all show up in different energy.
It could very well be, like, for instance, my rising sign is a Gemini,
Okay.
but my sun sign, which I'm born in, is a Leo.
So on that note, though, damn, does this feel like an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius?
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
So I do have to say, this connection, so some qualities about this person, like just kind of as like a sign or synchronicity when you meet them. That way, you're not trying to put people in puzzle pieces that don't belong. The King of
Of course,
Swords,
just let it happen.
the King of Swords energy with this is going to be a person who's extremely well spoken, like very articulate, very intelligent. This is somebody who is extremely ethical. Like this is not somebody who.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Sure.
You cut out.
So this is going to be somebody who is very intelligent, very well spoken, somebody who is very has like a real moral compass. Like this is somebody who would never lie to you simply because
Somebody that's nurturing.
no, somebody who wouldn't lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, and then I'm also asking, is this person like nurturing them?
Well, let me tell you what I see, okay? Because
Okay.
that is not a quality of the King of Swords. He's
Oh no, I'm talking about my person.
So,
but okay, I'm listening.
Well, the king of, again, so the person that's showing up in this energy of a connection, I got the Two of Cups clarified by the King of Swords. So this is telling me that some of the qualities this person is going to show is they're going to be very intelligent, well spoken. They're going to have like a very strong moral compass. So this is somebody who it's like against their convictions to be dishonest. And the Two of Cups symbolizes like a new connection, something that's balanced. So the cards that came out after that, Montaigne, I got the Fool card, and it was clarified by the Ace of Swords. So very interesting. Aces are all about something new. Again, more air energy on clarity. This is something that I think you're going to have like a spark. Like you're going to have like clarity as this person enters your life once you get to know them a little bit. That this is somebody you should kind of take a chance and take a leap of faith toward, which is the Fool energy. Very interesting. So one thing that I do want to clarify a little bit more, which is kind of strange. I am a little bit like, I actually think this feels like a really nice open communication, lots of open dialogue. Like, I think you guys are going to have really kind of sharp, you guys are going to, the attraction is going to be in the communication, I think.
Sharp communication?
Yeah. I am a little bit
communication, and I don't like being with somebody that lacks communication and won't open up.
You know what?
It takes two to tango.
You know what? That's really nice to hear you say that, because to me, I mean, that's the baseline of any relationship that's more than surface level.
And with any relationship, though, there has to be compromise. Sometimes we don't feel like doing something, but we need to do it for the other person.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Necessary.
It's always really refreshing when
May I tell you how old I am?
If you'd like, absolutely.
I'm 24 years old, and you might be thinking I'm not your typical 24-year-old girl.
Well, I don't think anybody's well, some people are. Certainly nobody on this show is typical. We're all atypical.
No, like, I act older than I am, if you will.
Okay. So, I will tell you, what I was going to say, though, is I know you're new to the show. A lot of my soul tribe here knows I say this all the time about knowing what your core values are. And all I was going to say was that it's refreshing to hear you speak about knowing what yours are. And I think that's very healthy, and that's really what attracts somebody.
And honesty is one of the most important things to me. One of the most important qualities and traits in any relationship, because without trust, there is nothing.
Yeah. Well, looks like you found the right person here, Montaigne. That's the King of Swords. That's his MO. Is like honesty, ethics.
And I crave physical affection as well. Like, I need to be held.
So, Montaigne, I do want to tell you, though, what I'm seeing here. I think it's just I want to get one more card. It's just a kind of like a light warning, because listen, we all can still get triggered by strong connections that feel healthy.
Yes.
So,
especially like if you went through something like traumatic.
You look at you. You're just kind of setting the course here for me. So hear me out, okay? This person, as you get to know them more, it might be a little triggering to your past wounds. Be careful, because some of like our trauma and like our past wounds of like being hurt can kind of creep in, even with the right person who's super honest. And I'm speaking from experience too. And it can sometimes jeopardize a good connection if we're not aware of it. Just if we're not going to acknowledge when it's happening, and being able to know, like, you know what? Am I feeling this way because maybe I'm like, I'm holding on to something from the past? Or is this person actually exhibiting red flags? This person is not a red flag person, Montaigne. I got the Four of Wands last. This is such a good card. This is like a card of celebration, excitement, freedom. There's like these two people celebrating under like this awning. This can also be a card of like you guys moving in together in the future. Truly.
Oh, wow.
It's really
Oh,
beautiful.
wow.
How do you usually meet people?
Well, you see, I only go to work most of the time, or I go to Starbucks. You see, there was this one guy I had romantic feelings for, and I've been feeling his energy heavily lately,
He's
and I never
probably
got a
thinking
chance to
about
hang out
you.
with him. And
Okay.
he's an air sign.
So again, Montaigne, this I'm just gonna say this very quickly. Again, you will know if this is the like because there's a lot of air sign out there. You will know that this is your like this could potentially be him if he is intelligent and well spoken and he is somebody who is like has like a high moral like a moral compass. Like if this is somebody who can't spell like 3-syllable words, this is probably not him. The King of Swords is very intelligent, and he's very analytical.
I have an idea as to who
So
this could be already.
well, again, it's that will be you'll know better than all of us if this is somebody that you've met yet. I was actually going to try to find out. You know what? Hang tight. Let's see if you know this person. How about that? Let's see if you know this
Gemini.
person. Let me pull a card. Does Montaigne know who this person is?
Gemini. And his name starts with a K.
Well, we're going to find out if you know who he is. I'll take that. I'll take that question right off your table for you.
I can say with confidence, I've got a pretty good idea who it is.
Okay, do you want me to just leave it to your intuition? I don't have to pull a card.
Go ahead, do it anyway. Pull the card.
Spirit, does Montaigne know this person already?
I bet you dollar bottom line, I know this person.
Love your intuition, girl. You certainly do know who this is.
Oh, so I do.
This is not somebody that you have. This is not somebody in the future that you have yet to meet. You know this person.
I know exactly who's intelligent. I know that this is probably a Gemini.
It very well could be. There you go. You know what? You got a good head on your shoulders.
I told you I've got strong intuition, and I know for a fact that there's also people at my workplace that just don't like me because I'm trans, and they've gossiped about me, and they still are.
Well, hey, Montaigne, if it makes you feel any better, I had people at my workplace that didn't like me because I don't water myself down for anybody. So listen,
I'm not people pleasing anybody. You know what? I came to do my job, get paid, go home. You know, I made a really nice guy friend that's like a big brother to me now at my workplace.
That's great.
You can see in my profile picture on Instagram.
That is okay. Yeah.
And I got written up because me and him were like cuddling and hugging each other.
That's kind of I mean, no comment.
And then and it's just like I feel like they're trying to target me.
Well, Montaigne, one of the lessons I think in life for all of us, and it's easier said than done. It's so easy to be polite and kind to people.
I've become so paranoid.
Well, hear me out, okay? It's always easy to be kind and courteous and thoughtful to those who reciprocate that. One of the lessons is learning to lead with love and kindness to those who don't show us that in return. And it's a lesson that we all have to keep learning every day. So just have grace for them, be kind, courteous, and it's good karma to do so. So let's get one more card for Montaigne. Good reading, Montaigne. I love this for you.
And you like that my intuition's very strong.
I love seeing that. You took the words right out of my mouth. I just got the King of Cups as you were saying my intuition. You're very intuitive, and you're very emotionally mature too, which again speaks to what you said earlier. I think that's hilarious. I also feel like your friends can count on you. Like all your friends come to you.
And I'm kind of like a motherly figure to them.
I feel like they all use you as their therapist. Like everybody with a problem comes to talk to you about it. Is that fair?
Yes, that sounds exactly right. And I come to people too if there's a problem.
Double water energy.
And you know what? I went to therapy for 7 months and I worked on myself ever since.
This is so funny. Okay.
And if it wasn't for my friend Scotty, I wouldn't have healed. He pushed me to go to therapy because our friendship was almost over, and I fought like hell to get it back at work. I sobbed in tears as I was lifting heavy dough. I kept apologizing to him, and I wrote a heartfelt apology, and that I would work on myself.
That's really beautiful. Can I tell you something that's going to make you chuckle right now? Like,
okay.
Literally in real time as you're talking.
Put me on blast.
So, just in real time as you're talking, I've been pulling cards, and it's literally like the cards are popping out right after you say a word. Like, you told me you went to therapy. The next card out was Scorpio, about transformation. Literally, as you said the word, I've been working on myself, the Eight of Pentacles showed up, like, which is the card of working. It's literally a guy working. I love this. You seem really in touch. Listen, I'm really proud of you. It seems like you are, like, you're healing, you're self-aware. We always have growth to do, but it seems like you're really in alignment so much, and the cards are telling me that. Literally, as you're saying things, I'm getting a card that's literally describing to a T what you're telling me in real time. I'm really proud of you. You seem like you've done a lot of work on yourself, and it's really what's going to bring in this person.
Oh, and can I tell you something else too?
Sure.
At work, I've been very like silent towards what most of my coworkers as well. Not really saying hi or bye. Not really talking to any of them about work matters. I've only really been communicating with my friend Scotty at work.
Okay.
Because people are gossiping about me, and I feel like I need to protect my energy.
Of course, again, just try to give people grace, and be kind, because a lot of times we think we can teach shitty people lessons by giving it back to them. We cannot. And I didn't have to say that to you.
Only they have the power to change, and only we have the power to choose how we respond to those people.
Absolutely. Just, again, the only, like, gentle caution that I saw is be aware of your feelings if you and when you inevitably start to get a little triggered by your strong connection with this person, and you might want to try to put pieces that don't belong. And trust me, I had to experience it too with my first healthy connection. Like,
I'm more prone to jealousy.
That's actually probably why that came out. You might feel, listen, jealousy is like, there's a healthy level of jealousy. Just, again, somebody like this would never dare to cheat on you. And if this person ever did something that they felt was like immoral, this person will tell you after, which to me, it takes a lot of courage and shows a lot of healing, because we all make mistakes still. It's how we choose to deal with it after that I think really define growth, and really show a lot of courage. So, Montaigne, I'm so happy that you came on. I'm so glad that you somehow stumbled upon my tiny channel that I started 2 months ago. I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything about computers. I just keep putting videos up and hope people find it. So thank you, my friend.
Add me on Instagram.
I sure will. And yeah, it was so lovely to meet you. I'm so excited for you. Just, hey, raise your chin, be kind, just give those people grace at work. People fear what they don't understand.
And my boss is very toxic too. I gave her a death stare the moment that she was criticizing my friend Scotty for doing something wrong.
Again,
you don't just criticize your team.
I know. Listen, in workplace scenario, trust me, I thought it was my job to to do things like that. Listen, you can't change people in a work setting. Just stick to yourself. If you start to intuitively feel like you're outgrowing the people, which it feels like you are, follow your intuition, follow the fool energy, because we do outgrow things, and we get stuck when we ignore like the messages and we let fear like keep us stuck. So, and it costs nothing for you to apply somewhere else while you have the job. I'm not telling you to,
When I gave her a death stare, it was like the mother in me that came out. I'm like, don't you dare treat him with disrespect.
Yeah. Well, listen.
My boss tends to micromanage. She plays favorites, and she spreads rumors about people that are not true.
So, yeah, that sounds like a pretty toxic work environment. I mean, that's horrible to hear. I mean, before I did this, I mean, I used to manage a car dealership, if you can actually wrap your head around that. So,
a guy that worked in our department for 14 years left the moment she became manager. And then our assistant manager in the department, who worked at the whole store for 31 years, left as well.
Well, you know what?
Does that not speak volume?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there who need help, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna try to help other people do it. I
have one more question for you.
Sure.
What is your zodiac sign?
So this will come as no shock to you, but I'm a Cancer sun with double Scorpio rising and moon, so I'm in fact a triple water sign.
Okay, so you're emotional.
I am. I finally, after
all water signs think with their emotions, and fire signs, they can be a little what's the word? Oh yeah, I know. They can be a little they can make rash decisions.
I will say though, I have finally, like through a lot of work on myself and healing, stepped into more King of Cups energy of being emotionally, I guess,
and
mature.
Air signs, they change like the wind, and they can have like dual minds.
Yes, and on that note, I mean,
and they're very, very, very intelligent too.
So I will say, I always tend to.
And then you've got your earth signs, which are grounded, more like home energy.
So I absolutely lead with my heart. I will say, through some toxic relationships, it did teach me to balance myself more, because there were times that I needed to make head over heart decisions. So I have a lot of watery energy. And I'm definitely a lot to deal with for some people. So, but Montaigne,
this guy that my dad lives with, the moment he went into his room, I started crying.
Sounds like you're empathing
cold.
Montaigne, so I have to let you go. I'm so happy you came on. And it was such a pleasure to meet you. I can't wait to hear more about your summer, and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
Let me call you when you're not live.
Okay. Yes, I always offer private readings. And then
we can personally talk without tarot reading.
Sure, absolutely. And yes, private readings I do offer when I'm not on the show, but I'm so happy that I made a new friend out in Vancouver Island. So take care.
Yes. Okay, bye.
Okay, ciao. And oops, sorry, Montaigne. Okay, what a sweetheart, guys. Sorry if I missed, it looks like I missed some action in the chat here. Debbie, I just saw that you emailed me. I will definitely check my mailbox. So glad that you popped on. Kitty Cat. So nice to meet you. I'm Stefan. Elaine. Hello, hello, my friend. Absolutely, Elaine. I'd love to have you on. Janavi, it's so nice to meet you. I think you're new here. Yes, for anybody new tuning in, thank you so much for finding the channel. I'm Stefan. If you'd like a free phone reading, just shoot me a message on Instagram, and I can call you through the app. I do take chat questions too for free. I try to get to those when I can. Everything on my show will and always is going to be free. Donations mean so much to me. And if you are kind enough to donate, I will always prioritize getting to your question immediately and move you to the first position in line. So there's a couple ways to donate. They're listed below. I also have links in my video description. And if you do donate and you'd like me to answer a question, just let me know in the chat that you donated and to where. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Okay. So Elaine, I think Kitty Cat Black wanted Kitty Cat Black, did you want a reading if you're still here? And then we can do Elaine. I try to be fair and go in the order that I'm seeing people. So Okay. I guess Kitty Cat Black moved on. If you're still here, let me know. Um, let's try to. I'm gonna do a quick Virgo reading with my beautiful, sexy new deck that Debbie bought me. This is my first time using this deck on the show, and then we're gonna get Elaine on. And guys, please be patient with me. I've actually really only used Rider-Waite tarot decks before. Um, and I guess spiritually, Debbie wanted to try and help me expand some of my intuition skills. Um, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be new for me. Using non Rider-Waite decks. So guys, what the heck is happening? We have 3 people all new from British Columbia. That blows my mind. Kitty Cat Black, it's so great to meet you. So great. Montaigne is in Vancouver Island. I'd be happy to answer your question. What question do you have for me? Debbie, I love this ancient Italian tarot deck. So cool. So cool. Hey Christy, if you have to skip out, just let me know just for moderator purposes. Um we might have to give Debbie a quick dry run if we need her as a moderator. Yeah, Kitty Cat Black, ask away. I think Zay actually went to a play to see her sister perform. I remember she told me that. I did a private reading for her earlier. Yes, and if for anybody new, if anyone would ever like a private reading off air, because I do know that some things are really personal, and I understand that you might not want to share them. I charge $50 for private readings, um, and usually they're about 2 hours, maybe an hour. I always joke that I'm not like a therapist. I don't charge by the hour. Um, and it would feel really exploitative if, like, as I'm pulling an important card, I was like, "Time's up." So we just pull cards till we feel like we got the answers we're looking for. If you are interested in doing that, just connect with me through my email in the video description, or through Instagram. Sure, Kitty Cat Black. Let's see what comes out. What's your sign, by the way? Um, and if you can, just let me know if you're in a relationship or not, just to save time, so I can make sure that we'll pull a couple quick cards. Actually, you know what we're gonna do, Kitty Cat Black? Because these are way more fun. Um, let's pull a card or two on what your secret superpowers and strengths are that you were born with, because I personally believe that we're all born with secret strengths that really help us be the best versions of ourselves when we tap into them fully and embrace them. And it really helps us kind of be on the timeline for our highest selves, for our relationships, money, job. So let's do that. I think I'm going to use my old reliable deck here. Debbie, do you know how to moderate? Christy or Zay could give you a quick rundown. I'm a rising and moon sign Scorpio. I'm a sun Cancer. And for anybody new, I live here in New York, and my name is Stefan. Christy or Zay, could you give her a quick explanation of how to do it? Debbie, PFP means like their profile picture, just in case. I know you and I are like still in like the fax machine era with